So I know there's nobody on this live, but I think I should start utilizing this channel since it's just been sitting here and haven't been uploading for quite some time. But I'm I'm like right now I'm just watching some gang stalking videos of people's stories, what they feel like is happening to them, and so forth of the such. A lot of it doesn't make any sense. Here's why I say this. Ooh, what are these? Touch. Is my camera a little bit blue? Smudge. Anyway, I was just looking at the edits and stuff that were on the side of the camera or whatnot. Anyway, so right now I'm just watching game stalking videos, targeted individuals, and just kind of like, because I haven't been watching these videos. There was a time where I was like obsessing over the videos, watching them, and it just didn't make any sense to me on the way people were acting, some of their stories, and the fact that there was like no community. Now, I did start looking at videos from like years ago, like 12 years ago. What is this retouch thing? What's it retouching? Does it make a difference? That's not retouch. Anyway. There was videos. Anyway, I was looking at gang stalking videos, targeted individual communities from years ago, and I did see that there were communities of targeted individuals that did come together. They had meetings. They basically came together and protest. You can see these videos on YouTube. They would stand outside on the sidewalk with their microphones and their signs talking about targeted individual awareness, gang stalking awareness. So I would say that there has been groups of people that has came together in certain cities to speak about it. Now, I do think that is controlled opposition. I do think that there are people who are still perpetrators that are controlled opposition. You know, they're there, they pretend like they're targeted individuals, they do the protesting and so forth and so on, but they're really not targeted individuals. They're just there to make sure that, what's really going on doesn't reach through the crowd because there's a group of people who are gatekeeping that or just kind of like, filtering out that information because certain people don't sound credible, certain people sound crazy, the things that are people saying doesn't sound organized enough for it to grasp community, like a group of people's attention, versus you have perpetrators that pretend like they're targeted, come together in a protest and make it seem like, oh, well, this is what the targeted community is. This is what gang stalking is. And that's really not what it is. And that's not what's really going on in the people's lives that are truly experiencing those things. For example, Vice. They have plenty of videos showing people saying that they're targeted, and you have like crazy people talking about how like this lady went to go and get her finger cut out of this because she thought it was a fucking chip in there, and another guy who said he cut out his own back of his neck to pull out a fuck. There's no fucking chips in your fucking neck. There's no chips in your fucking finger or anything like that. So Vice, that's an example. People, making it seem like the information that they're sharing is, credible, and it's not. It's controlled opposition. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm watching gang stalking videos, target individual videos, and just really kind of getting an idea of what people are saying it is, what they think it is, and so on and so forth. So right now I'm watching this channel called Chronicles of a Chosen. And the name of the video, can I turn the video around? Can I turn around or something? And the name of the video is Exposing Gang Stalking Interview with a targeted individual, a government covert operations. And it was posted a year ago. And I guess he's interviewing a targeted individual. And the story goes the same as most people's stories. I don't know when it happened, there's a fucking technology involved that's making people think this way, and so forth and so on. And it's a bunch of bullshit. It's not really true. Now, hold on. Drastic measures, but or we believe it's people that the working class. The working class people. Yeah. Citizens doing their own patrolling and stuff, right? Yes, absolutely. So you said you're not too sure why they were targeting you. You just or your lifestyle. Yeah, I've noticed that. No, I'm showing that because it's just an example of the type of behavior that you see from people who are saying they're targeted, and the unseriousness of it all. The total unseriousness of it all. The girl's eating food. She's talking about it's a community. What she's saying is some truth in a lie. Like, yes, of course the community is involved. There's lots of different people of different communities that are involved, and if it is, mainly ran and allowed by the government, because the government is also involved. So basically what I'm saying is, when you see people who are talking about something as serious as a group of people stalking you for whatever reason, whether you know or not, you're going to be trying to be serious about it. You're not going to be all over the place and, making statements here and there with truth, with some not truth, and say you're a target individual. No, it's going to be a serious situation for me. So. Sensitivity. Yes. Is she hypersensitive? Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So what this girl just said, she was saying how some people would do things like putting their blinkers on, flashing their lights, trying to make you hypersensitive and so forth, and then says some other stuff within that. So what they're doing is mixing in the truth with a lie. And it's just to get you to be confused and kind of like look erratic. So when you go out there and you're experiencing these things, you're reacting in a very, paranoid, schizophrenic, manner. You don't look credible when you're explaining your situation, when you're explaining what you're going through. You look like you're, paranoid, you're irate, you're manic. You need to be 5150 and so forth and so on. Because of the way that people are portraying these people come with different colors and this and that. And they're not really giving a backing on what's the reason why they're doing it. They're just sharing this information. They're doing this to try to get you to be paranoid about these things, so that every time you see that color, that item, that thing, you are triggered over it, and they're within that trigger, they're hoping for you to react in a certain way. They're hoping for you to be irate, they're hoping for you to be manic, and so forth and so on. That's why I'm trying to explain that a lot of these people who are on here saying that they're targeting individuals are not targeting individuals. They're not. They're controlled opposition trying to get you to be confused and erratic and manic when you're explaining what you're going through, when you're explaining your situation, your experiences, and what's being done to you. They want to be able to discredit you. That's why they make videos showing, look at this red car, look at this blue car, instead of telling you why they're showing you. Look at this red car, look at this blue car. They're doing this. They're trying to do this to trigger you, to get you sensitized to seeing this color, this pattern, this item. So that way, when you see these things a certain amount of time, they're hoping for a reaction out of you. With that reaction, they're hoping to be able to entrap you. They're trying to entrap you, frame you. You're irate, you're paranoid, you're 5150, you're violent. Whatever it is that they're trying to do, that's what they're trying to do. So, what she's saying is credible, but also mixed in with a lie. That way, when you watch it, you're kind of in this paranoid state and also thinking you're getting information. So then when you go out there in the world, you're acting erratic instead of collected and calm and with an awareness of what's going on. They want you to be basically what they're trying to do. They want you to be consumed in this instead of being aware with knowledge, using your brain with what's it called? What did we learn in science a long time ago in school? What is it? You want to observe and make your observation, then you want to make your experiment, then you want to have a conclusion. You don't ever want to just take information and just go out there. And at a time, that's what I was doing. And I realized that was just getting me to fucking act, excuse my language. They were trying to get me to act erratic and be, discredit me. So that information is just the, first part, what I'm trying to explain, that a lot of these target individuals on the internet aren't really target individuals. They're just controlled opposition. And you know what? That should be the real name of this live, controlled opposition. I'll make a separate video because, like I said, I'll be uploading videos. I said I'll upload videos every day in a short, but I don't want to make promises I can't keep. So I'll try to upload every day, if not every other day or every 2 days. And just sharing information on my regular channel. And then I'll go live a few times throughout the week or whatever. And then, you guys can anyway, so yeah, I'm just watching these videos right now. I was talking in front of them and putting their big shades on. It causes a hypersensitivity. Yes. Is she hypersensitive? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask you. How has it affected your life?
honest in the beginning, and when I didn't know kind of understand what was going on, and I was in a dark place in my life, it affected my mental health. Like, so bad. I was depressed. I was going to feel isolated. I was hungry for like not really weekend, and I'm even a student. I was just like I got overwhelmed, and I couldn't work on my personal relationships in my life, and I couldn't because I was so focused, so worried about who these people were.
Anyway, so that was like I said, that was Chronicles of a Chosen. I'm looking up, and I know that my TV is being edited to the point where I'm only watching and only seeing certain videos pop up on my channel. I'm searching up target individual gang stalking exposed. And it's like, no matter how I switch up the wording on how I'm searching it on my YouTube, the information that I'm seeing is the same information. It doesn't matter if I search it up a different way or if I put it up there another way. The information that I'm seeing is the goddamn same information that I see regardless of what I search, which is pretty crazy. I should be able to see different information when I'm looking at it, but I'm not. I'm seeing the same thing, same video, same people, and it's like it's a goddamn, agenda. They're trying to get me to see only a certain type of content or something. I don't know. And like I said, Vice is a fake channel. I'm not saying they're a fake channel. They talk about credible stuff. But Vice they're not credible. When they were talking about the gang stalking stuff, that was incredible information. Now they're coming out with stuff like exposing NASA's mass surveillance of America. They're trying to do this goddamn cult mechanism where when you're in a cult, to try to play down whatever you're suffering from or feeling, the whole group will try to complain about the situation, the same thing. Oh, my stomach hurts. For example, you say, oh, my stomach hurt. Then the next person in that quote will say their stomach hurt. And then someone else will say their stomach hurt. So everybody fucking stomach hurt. Now, you're the one whose stomach fucking hurt, but you don't matter because it's what matters is the importance of the community, the whole entire whole of the system. You're not the only one whose stomach hurts. Other people's stomach hurts too. You see what I'm saying? So, when you say, oh, I'm being targeted, you're not the only one being watched. The whole world's being surveillanced. Everyone's being watched. Everyone's being surveillanced. Not in the motherfucking manner that a target individual is. So, there's that. That lady, Stephanie, she's fake. She comes out way too excited and way too wanting to be. What's her name? Stephanie the Seeker. She is, and it's crazy how 12K people are. I'm sure they're not all. Hold on.
Hi family, Stephanie here, and I have a message for targeted individuals, and I want to clarify that my channel and this community is not people who are looking for a niche to talk about or
She's
just
lying.
some clickbait or random
She's a clickbait.
content.
She's a liar. And all she's trying to do is get views. Because this woman's not being targeted. She's not experiencing any of these things. You can find Stephanie the Seeker if you're smart enough. You can probably find this person on people finder. And if you've seen this woman in regular life, she'd be going about her life like a regular person. She wouldn't be anything she's speaking of. She's taking other people's experience and pain, taking it as a niche, blatantly lying in people's face in order for her to get views, because I don't know, maybe she doesn't have anything else she feels like she'd be credible about. She's this older white woman who is sitting here too classroom-like trying to teach you about something she's doing to people. Anybody who calls a person family and this and that, knowing that a lot of your people viewing your channel might be motherfucking perps, is not a target individual. They're not experiencing gang stalking, and they're lying. So Stephanie the Seeker is a fraud. She's not a target individual. Anyone who is way too organized and put together about what they're trying to talk about, but without showing proof. Whoever who keeps popping in and out to view the channel, hello. A person who keeps posting videos about gang stalking and targeting individuals and this and that, but isn't even showing examples. You're not showing no video proof. You're not telling your life story. You're not even giving a story showing and telling full reasons on why you feel this is happening to you, is a liar. Like I said, Stephanie the Seeker, she reports on gang stalking. She's a fraud. She's not a real target individual. And you got 12K people, which I know that are all target individuals, but a lot of them actually believe what she's saying, who may or may not be going through what she's saying people are going through. She's a fraud. Okay? Why am I saying she's a fraud? Anyone that cannot show clicks, I have evidence in clitoris. I hope they don't ban me. I have evidence proof of things happening to me on why I feel like I'm being targeted. Video clips, doorbell video cameras, recording things that I feel like is why I'm being targeted, and things like that. Actual evidence that can line up as a pattern, like things that continue to happen over and over. One thing happened, but it happened three times a charm. There's a pattern in that, and I will post a video of what I'm saying on my actual regular channel where you can see this information, what I'm talking about, where you can actually watch the video. You can see the pattern since 2020 till now. You can see a pattern on what's been going on and what's been happening to me, and why that isn't a coincidence. That's not normal. Like today, after me, speaking out loud, not making a video, but just saying, you know what? I don't care about your tactics unless you're going to tell me why I'm being targeted and what's the reason for it. Don't even expect for me to care. All of a sudden, a police officer, a state patrol, when he's supposed to be on the fucking highway, is driving in residential motherfucking traffic, pulls me over to give me a fucking bullshit ass citation that I will definitely be having a word for when I show up to, and I will be recording that or requesting the court footage to upload to the channel. Okay? So, yeah, she's a fraud. She's not truly targeted. She's not going through any of this. She's just this regular person who wants to report on something that she's not going through. I ran out of tea. And remember I was talking about how the last video I was watching, the girl was talking about how the community...
Stalkers have a new tool for tracking and
is the part of this. So she's just repeating videos that's already been put out there. San Diego mom thinks she's the victim of community stalking. The video, the girl's talking about, I really think this is a community. I don't think this is anything with the government. I think this is a community thing. Just repeating videos that are already out there. This video was posted about 9 years ago from ABC 10 News. Let me show. Hold on, let me show. So this is the video I'm talking about right here, which is credible.
It's the thing nightmares are made.
So the point I'm trying to make is the girl was saying in the last video I was talking about, I was watching. The girl was talking about how she doesn't think this is the government. I believe it is the government and the community combined. Of course it's a community stalking, but it's multiple communities, because you can have multiple communities. You can have Amish community, you can have a Jewish community. There's multiple communities. Multiple communities, including the government, is a part of this. You have to be careful who you believe in as a target individual. The girl was just repeating a video that's been posted 9 years ago from ABC 10 News. San Diego mom thinks she's a victim of community stalking. Now, this is a credible video. You see what I'm saying? You got to look in, you got to do your research in the archives. You got to look years ago for information. 11 years ago, shit like this, you can't look at recent videos because these people be lying. They're controlled opposition. I'll be making a video about controlled opposition. But anyway, this lady is telling the truth about what she, I think she is.
It's so creepy that I decided to have a bolt put on the door, and I'm having my son sleep in here with me.
Creepy.
Yeah, covert ass shit. Covert ass shit.
When she came home from work, Fasika Tafara started noticing things out of place in her home.
They were just all open, but what was weird is, so, for example, they were open like this, but they were all at the same level.
First, the windows, then lights turned on, the cabinets pulled out.
It's intended to let me know that somebody has been here, essentially. Right, so all of the drawers have been pulled out. And
Something strange every single day for almost the past month. She finally realized someone has been coming inside.
are people following me? And then I started to wonder also, well, how do they know when I'm here and when I'm not here?
Then Tafara found this small camera in her 11-year-old son's bedroom. So she took to the internet and started digging. What she found? Something called community or gang stalking. It's an eerie practice.
So I know I'm like all over the place right now, but it's alive, and in my lives, I'm just gonna be talking about what's on my mind, what I believe. But the point I'm trying to make is they mix lies and the truth. my boys, but they mix the lies and the truth. She's talking about how she thinks it's community fucking stalking. They want you to go and do your research and believe this. It's the government. It's spiritual. It's this. It's that. So there's no real community or understanding or come together on what's really going on, so that there's a solution. There's no solution. And I'm going to get to the point where I'm talking about the justice for targeted individual people who are supposed to be lawyers for targeted individuals. I emailed those people. Yeah, I emailed them. I'll be making a video about targeted individuals, law and justice. They're attorneys that are supposed to be attorneys that'll help targeted individuals. I emailed them and they gave me some bullshit ass response. And my motherfucking case is very fucking severe. I'm being targeted very severely. This ain't no, I offended a motherfucking law official because I had information. I had no information. I have no intel. I'm not an important person. I'm just a regular person. Okay, I am not important at all. I did nothing to offend anyone. I barely had friends growing up. Okay, so I've been targeted since birth. This has been going on without my knowledge. I have not even consented. I haven't even gotten into a group of people or offended anyone or gotten intel for me to be on anyone's radar. I have been chosen to be put in this program without my consent, and it's unfair. I dispute this situation and I refuse to agree and comply to this targeting. I've been quiet for years because I had to get the information that I have now, but now that I feel more comfortable with the information that I have, I feel like God put it on my heart. I know everybody don't believe in God, but I do. Put on my heart, it's time for you to expose and speak, or fuck the word expose, but talk about what you've been going through, because what you've been going through is not okay. There's been patterns. I've been continually unnecessarily had to deal with the police. wrongfully arrested, wrongfully pulled over multiple times. Okay, I've been having to deal with my housing being affected. I have been dealing with me not being able to get and make the income that I know and I can make and deserve to make. I have been what's the word? I have been kept from being able to be put into, I have been kept and fucking blacklisted from getting into the industry that I've been wanting to get into, the industry that my grandpa and my grandma worked in, which is administrative work and working in property management. They wanted to blacklist me from being able to get into those fields and make a career out of that. So anyway, this is a rant. So yeah, community gang stalking, just repeating information that's already out there.
Psyche to make you almost feel like you're going crazy.
It's spooky, and my understanding is that if this is in fact what it is, it can go on for years, you know.
Only you're not. Tafara left her film recording audio at her house. Listen, you can hear what sounds like people rummaging around. On one, you can hear what sounds like drilling.
So this hole here has been cut into the attic.
Tafara says detectives have been to the house.
It's kind of like, you know, it happens to be.
Okay, now I'm about to light my joint because now I'm about to get real deep down the rabbit hole. I only got like 3% of my battery left. Hold on, let me plug this up. Because, I mean, I'm glad God gave me a sense of humor about this whole thing because it's fucked up. Yeah. I want to be able to turn this way. I don't know if it's a better difference. All right. Now, we got my joint because now this information, I don't know. I like it better when I was over. Ooh, shoot. Back it up a little. I have it on the chart. All right. Now, look. Let me grab my water. Hold on. This is what's really freaky about this whole thing. I'm being also targeted by my own family. Yes. Mm-hmm. My siblings, my so-called parent, everybody. Everybody. Okay. Now, I don't know, they haven't told me nothing about why or anything like that. What's the reason for it? So on and so forth. Okay. I'm being targeted by my own family too. Yeah. I'm going to make a video putting together a pattern so it makes sense to all of you on why I feel like I'm being targeted by groups of people, masses of people around the world, including celebrities. And it's going to make sense. This girl's name on this video, this is ABC 10 News, San Diego mom thinks she's the victim of community stalking. Tafara. I have a sibling whose name is Takara. So my observation is because she's a perp and she's targeting me. They knew that I was gonna come across these videos and this information, hence why they have specifically for me. I keep picking on my nose. My nose itch. I'm not picking on it. I feel like specifically for me, that's why they have a lot of people who are controlled opposition putting out information that's not true. So I don't like this lighting. Should I change the lighting? What about that? That's too bad. Ain't it? Okay. So, yeah. Girl's name is Tafara. Weird.
And call us, but there's not much we can do.
Something that makes this even more terrifying.
Wow.
Imagine.
The Nightmare World of Gangstalking by Vice. They got Vice from Indonesia. These people are liars. They're blowing smoke in your face.
Stalking, mom stalking, community stalking. You're in the
That's
middle
what they're
of
doing.
this ridiculous, irrational possibility that is real and is happening.
Look how this idiot's talking.
First, the Guardian revealed the National Security Agency.
Oh. Myron May. Myron May. Okay. Now that motherfucking dude. People say, hi to whoever keep popping in and out. I feel like the three of these people, I feel like three of these people are first, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep trucking on. Because the message is gonna get into the people who need to get the message. Okay? So that's what my intuition is telling me, because y'all keep popping in, but you're not commenting. You ain't making no live. Three people pop in, one people pop in, not saying shit or anything. So that's how I know that you motherfuckers who are popping in, three of y'all that popping in are fake. Because I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about. You subscribe to my channel. If I'm a target individual, someone go live and I'm subscribed to them, I want to know what they talk about. Only reason why I'm popping in is because I want to fucking be nosy. I want to collect information, whatever bullshit ass shit like that. And no, that's not good. Okay. I hate all this shit like this. If we could be up like that, it would be. Yeah, but put it up here like this. Yeah, so I had a lot my joint for this shit was just getting on and I'm doing that shit. So I'm gonna be going live. I know right now, like I know I'm not like getting people, but I'll keep on live. People will start watching my shit eventually. Just come in and chill with me and talk about what's really going on. No fake ass shit like the bullshit that people are talking about on here. Oh, blah blah. Like if you, I'm not saying you can't believe what you believe because all of it can be true. At the same time, but I'm thinking like be logical because I can look at in the past where like not like I'm saying live in the past, but I'm looking at old videos from like old videos from years ago when there are people who come together in the community, they come together and they all meet up and they come and talk about what they feel like they're going through. Or they're meeting with the city or city hall or whatever shit like that and they're reporting their fucking problems and they're asking. But that motherfucking targeted individual justice, fake. Not the guy, I don't know, but there's actual attorneys or lawyers that claim to be targeted individual attorneys or lawyers, and they talk about this in the automated aspect. I knew it was fake because I looked it up on Google. I put it through a scanner, and I was able to it can tell you whether or not a message or a picture that's been sent to you was AI, and that shit was AI, and it was made recently. That shit's fake because because there are other people fucking messages online, but anyway. But I know my intuition is telling me that shit. That they sent me that fake ass shit. Okay. They don't have a whole bunch of people emailing them that, we have a whole bunch of people who think that. A whole bunch of people don't think that they're fucking targeting. A whole bunch of people, if they think that they're targeting, not going to be a whole bunch of people coming to you trying to get justice from you. Like, I mean, bullshit. You, like, don't flatter yourself. No. So, that's that.
Believe it or not, my
Okay. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm figuring out how to work this thing because I haven't been on live forever. I'm just like I feel like an old person trying to figure out this shit right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I haven't been wanting to be on live or post videos because I mean I just felt like didn't want to talk about something I didn't know. So yeah, I'm just on here talking about everything that I've been going through for the past, I would say, 9 years. It's really just, I come on live a couple of times throughout the week and then just chat it up with people who want to talk about whatever topic. You can comment something that you think is going on, what you think targeting is. I think targeting is something. I feel like there's an entity, because it's just crazy how a mass group of people can be able to know where you're at, know where you're thinking, know what you're thinking at that time. And for me, I don't think I'm someone important. I don't have any information that would be something that people feel threatened about. So I believe I've been targeted since birth. I haven't offended anybody. I don't think I have, or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's spiritual. I think it's something spiritual going on, and I really think it's even bigger than a target individual. I think it's a new world order going on, where they're trying to weave out people who don't want to agree with their goddamn program. That's what I feel like, and I feel like they know people who want to be a part of it who don't. That's scary. They probably are. Shit. Like right now, I'm just searching on YouTube. I'm just watching YouTube videos with people. For me, I feel like they're editing my video, like my channel, my TV. Where if I want to watch, if I look up something like right now, I put in on the search bar, I said target individual Gangstalking exposed. I can change that up and put in a different wording, and it'll still show me the same videos. I feel like my TV's being surveillance and edited in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's being put in a way where I can't even find information in channels that I want to find. I don't know. Yeah. I also found videos. This isn't about the targeting, but the reason why I think that is because there was, I don't know, like 6 or 9 years ago, the FBI came out telling people to be wary of their smart TVs possibly having video cameras or being able to record them or being able to collect your information. And you have to go into your TV and press a certain setting and turn that off so they don't it's like the cookies or the ad, like what's it called? Special ads that you can it's personalized ads. Yeah, but a lot of people are not really targeted individuals. They're controlled opposition. Well, what does Revelation 9 say? See, I've been wanting to read the Bible, but the last time this is what happened. Please tell me, what does Revelation 9 say, so that way I can go and look at my Bible and read that scripture. I believe when I first found out I was targeted, I don't know, I had a psychosis or some shit. I don't know. I wasn't smoking, I wasn't drinking or anything like that. I had quit smoking and everything. And then all of a sudden I just went into this I don't know. I started to think that Jesus came back and there was a rapture, and he left everybody behind. Like he left me behind and raptured the people I was supposed to go and left me. That's what I thought. I feel like I was being mind controlled to go crazy. I wouldn't eat. I didn't want to sleep. I was scared to drink food. I thought everything was poison and everything like that. And when I was reading the Bible, I was reading the book of Revelation, it scared the shit out of me. I thought Jesus came back and left me behind with everyone. until I realized that, that didn't happen. So I feel like they were like that's another topic I want to talk about, mind control. Because at this time, I wasn't smoking or anything like that. This is really going on. Only real humans are targeted. So what do you think the rest of these people are, like, not humans? Or what? They could be not human. They could be. How you gonna tell me to Google it? Why can't you just tell me it right now? It's like, Google it. It's deep. Okay, I guess so. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just looking on YouTube, scrolling through, and demons. Yeah. I mean, demons. I mean, I don't know. Demons can operate through humans, through people, something, because there's something that make a person do the demon shit that they do. So do you think that the whole thing is, y'all think that this is like a Jesus and Satan situation here? Or do you think it's like an entity that is, you know, narrow is the gate and broad is the way of destruction. It's easy to get in, but keep striving into it and don't be offended. No, I think we are in hell. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of evil shit going on Earth. That's what I'm thinking, like, we are already in hell. Like Earth is hell itself. Like Earth is hell because didn't God, I don't know, like, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and do my own due diligence and study the Bible in a way that isn't me seeking some type of grandiose enlightenment, but to really read it as a way I'm like studying a fucking book to be educated on it. That's what I'm gonna approach the Bible like, because I don't know what part in the Bible it said where God said that the new heaven is going to be on earth. So maybe this hell going to be turned into earth, because it is a fucked up ass world. To think that this is in hell is kind of like, when you think about it, it is kind of fucked up. It is kind of fucked up. It could be like hell. I feel like people make this world like hell. That's after sin is removed. Where do you guys get your information? You guys look on YouTube for the proof of gang stalking, or do you look on Google? Because I always look on YouTube to see videos. I'd rather see video evidence, but I don't see any like evidence. I just see people talking about it. I don't see people showing like shit that's actually happening. You make your own videos, so you don't watch. So how do you know? What's going on with other people and their experiences? Because I feel like, something like this, a lot of people should come together and be able to find out a solution to get this shit to stop fucking happening. For me, I don't even know what the fuck going on and why. I mean, I probably shouldn't be cussing on like this on YouTube. I can't help it. I mean, everyone wants to be isolated. How can there be a solution to be able to have justice be done for people to where they can live normal lives? You know, people are just expected to ignore this shit and then allow. It's like you being a fucking timid little mouse who's going to school and you got this fucking bully, a group of people who just want to keep fucking with you and tell you, give me your lunch money. You're supposed to just, and then people just say, just ignore them until that fucking kid commits suicide. That's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing. So yeah, what you said about this place being hell, it is hell. A lot of people say, oh, I think I'm targeted because I offended this police officer or I exposed this goddamn, I was a military official or some shit. I ain't got none of those stories. I don't even know why I'm being targeted. I don't even know what I did. I just feel like I was born in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, yeah, pretty targeted individuals not permitted to date. You got fucked up shit like that going on. Jesus explained it simply. Jesus explains it simply. He says, people, Matthew 5:37, let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. The rest is for the evil one. So ungodly people's mouths can be as the open grave. What is that supposed to mean? I'm from California. Where are you from? What's that? Why would you ask that? I said, where are you from? I'm from California. And what do you mean? Where are you from? What do you mean by that? What you just said? I mean, I guess it's not what you mean because it's the Bible scripture. Because you're like, that's after sin is removed, and then you said Jesus explains it simply to people. Oh yeah, I went to Las Vegas. I was gonna live out there, but then I had ended up. I was out there making plans to live out there, but other stuff ended up happening. I ended up moving somewhere else now. So that's scary as fuck. No. So I'm going to be walking around with a crucifix like 24/7 of holy water. Shoot. Talking about the devil speaking through people. No, thank you. Really? I thought the targeting out west was like, people are just, doing shit. What the fuck is the targeting like out there? Because I'm from California. I live on the West Coast. I don't know. I feel like shit's the same everywhere. Hmm. This is That's horrible. Wow.
internet.
I pay heavy, so I can get.
So what do you guys do to deal with it? Like, do you guys have like body cams? I was thinking about getting a body cam and getting the goddamn camera for my car and stuff. How do you deal with it? With work and like going to work and stuff, dealing with people targeting you at work, that stuff is so fucking annoying. You just want to get your job done, and then it's hard to be like, I've had to like, I can't even be on no job with people because I just feel like they constantly want to bother me. I just be sitting there being quiet the whole time, and it just be annoying, annoying. So like, how do you guys deal with it when you're at work and shit? Like, what do you guys do to get by in life? Yeah, but not everybody get that privilege. Like, you don't always get the option to just work alone. They'll try to, like, if they know you want to do something. Like for me, I've been wanting to get into property management. I was working in the property management. And they blacklisted me out of working as a leasing agent. They wanted to make it hard for me to do that. Yeah, it is. It sucks. I'm thinking about getting a body cam, a little small one to put on my shirt, or like a pin that's a camera, just in case. Oh, I'm gonna do lives on other stuff. Like I'm gonna go on because I'm not just gonna be on this my on here just talking about. I'm sorry, I'm just like in the camera, just melting away. That's funny. I'm not gonna just be on here talking about target individuals. I'm gonna be on other platforms like Bigo. I don't know what other live stream platforms do. Others like cooking, showing my cute outfits, doing my hair, my makeup, my nails, and stuff like that. And I'm gonna add that on here for you guys just to show you guys that I'm doing normal stuff in my life too, in order for me to stay sane, that I enjoy. You know, things that are fun. So you can go on there and watch me do other stuff on there and see what I'm doing there and see how I interact with people who aren't part of the target individual community. I be cooking all kinds of stuff, like everything. Tacos. I love making tacos. Um, Seafood boils, regular, food like chicken, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, collard green, you know, you know, fattening food like that. But I've been into the Mediterranean diet, so I'm gonna start cooking more healthy food, green food, and stuff like that. Baking cookies and pies and shit like that. I want to get into baking because I don't think I'm that good at baking, but I'm gonna start doing it and recording and going live while I'm testing out my baking skills. But no, I cook everything. I cook everything. Yeah, I like to cook everything from all different cultures and all kinds of food. So maybe I'll be going there. Just today I'm gonna cook Chinese food. I'm actually good at cooking Chinese food. I know how to make fried rice, orange chicken, all of that. Yeah, I know how to make all of that. So, but yeah, just because I don't want to just be living my life focusing on that. I don't know. Dating, for me, I don't know. I don't really be taking it serious just because the people I've been dealing with are perps. They're not really, they haven't been target individuals. I don't know. It's been weird. I was doing an experiment at one time with somebody just so I can get some intel, and that's where I found out that there's no portal, there's no technology involved. Because I used to think that there was an app or like a website that people would go on where they can like view where I'm at that time. They're tracking me like there's like a tracking device. I thought there was none of that. I found out by dealing with. I don't like to claim anybody. I'm a very like. I don't like to claim anybody. I don't even like to say I have an ex. I don't have exes or anything like that. Dating's been weird though. Anyway, dating's been weird. I don't know. It's been fun. I don't take dating. I don't know. I've been dating, but I don't take dating. When it comes to dating, I'm dating. I'm having fun. You know you're a perp. If you want to date me, then we're gonna date. It doesn't matter. But as far as taking something serious, I haven't really found that because I do consider what I'm going through and I want to be able to relate to someone that I'm going through, or at least I want them to be able to be understanding of what I believe and my beliefs. So dating has been rocky. I haven't been pressuring that, but there was a time where it was in my heart where I was like, I really wanted to be with somebody and I had to like get an understanding on that I'm different. I'm not like everyone else, so I have to be very specific on who I'm dating. So, what about you? How's been dating? You say you have a baby mama, so does your baby mama understand what you're going through, or does your current girlfriend or person that you're dating, or how if you're not dating one, how is dating been going on for you? Like, have you been like fucked up? Wow, why would she be a snake? Dang. Why would what she do? Mm-mm-mm. Well, who have you been dating? You just been dating regular girls and stuff. And when you're dating, so when you're dating, okay, let me ask you something then. When you're dating these girls, are you asking them or telling them about you being a target individual? Like, and when if you are, how soon are you telling them and asking them about this? I'm smoking my bomb, but I don't want to put all the way on there. You don't? Oh, okay. So what makes it terrible then? Because what made my situation terrible is when I got to the point where I felt like I was like trying to like I got offended about certain things, or maybe there was a time I was very paranoid. It wasn't necessarily anything that the person was doing. I was just paranoid, and then I would start talking about targeting, and then I would start accusing them. I'd be like, "You're a fucking perp," and then that would make it bad. Because if you're dealing with someone who isn't a targeting individual, you can't expect them to understand shit. Well, you can expect them to understand, but you can't expect for them to agree. How did you find that out? Like, how did you find out she was living a double life? Yeah, how'd you find out she was living a double life? She was living a double life in what way? Damn, she was selling herself. At least you. Wait a minute. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that, though. If she was doing that without you knowing, selling herself on other sites, then yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Was she selling herself strictly online, or was she going out with the men and selling herself? And did you know? You didn't know? But if you do not forgive men their trespasses, neither will your heavenly Father forgive your trespasses. Absolutely. You're right. You're right. When you don't, and also it causes you to be bitter when you don't forgive. It ain't like you gotta forget. You gotta understand what happened to you or what's going on with you or what's being done is wrong. But when you forgive, that means that you allow yourself to be forgiven for your own trespasses, and you allow yourself to let go of what's supposed to be holding you down. This person did this to me. These people are doing these things to me, and when you let this, I forgive you, but I understand what you're doing is wrong. But I won't allow that to fester in my heart. So what you're saying is definitely right. Oh, she was doing it behind your back? She was sleeping with him? Oh, damn. Yeah, that is living a double life. But what had you find out she was a perp, though? Like, how'd you find out she was a perp? I have to show my finger and shit. The shit's just ashes. I'm watching I'm watching Target individual videos right now. But no, I'm asking like, how'd you find out she was a perp? And when she was sleeping with them, do you think that they was trying to like set you up to get you to catch something? I'm not just asking you to keep the conversation going. I'm asking you to be serious. Like, what the fuck? That's something to look out for. That's scary as fuck. Setting you up like that. That's fucked up. Trying to set you up to get you to catch some shit. Mm-hmm. Well, elaborate on it. You're not being very like that's. I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at your situation. Um, I just laugh a lot, so don't mind me. But I hear what you're saying. That's fucked up for sure. I definitely hear what you're saying, and I agree. You don't know, people be trying to do all kinds of stuff, set you up and shit. Hello, YouTube. It's the Queen of Carta. Hi, everyone. This is Angela Spitman, Toledo, Ohio. I just want to share with. Hi, everyone. This is Angela Spitman, Toledo, Ohio. I just want to share with you what's been happening lately. So I want to talk with you regarding the target as far as like jobs. What What videos do you got? Yeah, what channels do you guys be watching on here for targeting individuals and gang stalking, where you feel is credible? Or do you guys do that? I seen her communicating through eye contact and signals with men that looked like they were in the government. What makes you guys think that you're targeted? Like, when did you guys start to think or realize that something was going on? Like, when did that happen? I realized that I was targeted in 2017. That's when I first started finding out I was targeted. 2017, I found out, I believe. 2017, I believe February or March. I believe March or even April, but I believe like the end of March or something, or the beginning of April, I was all of a sudden, something like a switch went off in me that something was wrong. Then all of a sudden, my parents just couldn't stop fucking arguing with each other. The fucking look, this is crazy. There was a goddamn alarm system in our house that didn't work. We lived there for 4 years. There was an ADT alarm system on the wall that was in the house for 4 years that did not work. We didn't have an ADT subscription. All of a sudden, the alarm on that ADT thing started to go off. Beep, 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 beep. All of a sudden. And that was just around the time I turned 18. Like, they were waiting for me to be 18 years old to start targeting me. Yeah. I found out right when I was turned 18. It was like only like a couple of months that I was 18. What was your rank or title in the military? What'd you do? Navy, Marine, Air Force? What'd you do in the military? Because I wanted at one point, I wanted to be in the Air Force and drive the fucking aircrafts and fucking drop bombs and shit on motherfuckers. I really wanted to be in the Air Force at one point. Like, I thought that'd be so fucking cool. Navy E4. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, thank you for your service. I really appreciate it. I really wanted to be in the Air Force at one point and drive the fucking airplanes with the missiles and shit, and zone it. That was, I'm thinking like thinking about fucking video game, but I thought that would have been cool to me. So yeah, that's cool that you were in the Navy. In 2009, after you got out of the military and moved to San Diego, fuck. I was like in Georgia. But like I said, I'm going to be going on other live streaming platforms. I'll share it on this channel so that you guys can come and watch me do lives. I'm going to be doing my hair, makeup, showing outfits, cooking, playing video games, whatever I like to do. And I'm going to share it on this channel. It's going to be on like Discord, maybe Bigo Live, or maybe other live streaming platforms, so that you guys can see a targeted individual engaging in normal life. And also, I just want to also share my other activities besides me obsessing over being a target individual. Because that's what they want. They want you to only be focused on being a target individual. So I'll share that with you guys, share my links, You can watch me be on live on Vigo or whatever other live streaming platforms, doing all kinds of stuff. These are my paintings. I painted these. Oh shit. These are my paintings right here. So I'll be like doing shit like that. I'll come on and show you guys me painting and stuff, and go live and do a live night and stuff like that. Because I don't want to just come on here talking about targeting. You have IG. Yeah, I have IG. Follow me on IG at Goddess Latina. It is Goddess and then LATHENIA. Okay, let me see. LATHENIA. Goddess LATHENIA. So it's Goddess Latina. Goddess LATHENIA. That's my Instagram. I don't even know if I can even type a message in here. Anyway, yeah, that's my Instagram. What do you mean Linden more in Georgia? I've heard that Georgia has a huge HIV STD outbreak. So dating out in Georgia would be a scary thing to do because HIV and STD outbreaks are huge out there according to the stuff that I've been seeing on the internet. So be careful out there, bro. Telling you, watch out for them females. They be out there. Don't be out there. So yeah, don't let these hoes trick you. Don't do it because they will. They will. I'm telling you that. To be honest, you already know that. I'm sure you do. You're a grown man who's been in the military, been in the Navy, according to what you're saying. So, and then you know that targeting and all that other shit exists. It's just weed. I'm taking it off because it's not a joint. I was smoking the joint earlier, but I'm smoking out of my piece now. And I don't want it to be because I don't know about the YouTube platform. I'm live streaming right now. I'm not like making a video, so I don't know how that's gonna work. But whatever. I'm gonna make a Discord and a WhatsApp that you guys can join into as well, so that we can be discussing different stuff.
That he started his own home or something like that. So she gave me a phone number. And I called the guy and nothing happened. And it's like for years I wondered what that was all about. So now of course I know.
I'm gonna get off here in a second. Is it about to be 1 a.m.? My live got interrupted. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I'm watching Powerful Testimony of T.I. about frenemies and family sabotage. That kind of shit is where it's real fucked up. Are any of your guys' family members targeting you, or does your family believe you?
She has done us. She did several occasions, but didn't know at the time I was a target individual, and I was just I kind of suspected.
Did you find my IG?
But I wasn't sure. So I was still somewhat.
And everybody else, if you already follow me on IG too. Everybody follow me on IG. It's my personal account, and you know, it's my personal account. So.
Yeah, I was still, her friend. But what she would do is one day I found it very shocking about what's happened really almost 10 years ago, about 9 years ago. She shockingly called me, and she works for a correctional facility, and she said that one of her inmates, she knew I was looking for a job, that he was starting his own microphone or something like that, so she gave me the phone number. And I called the guy, and nothing happened. And so for years, I wondered what that was all about. So now, of course, I now turned visual. I, kind of surmised what it was about. I think that's when she was trying to, slander my name, because I guess, they try to make females look like they're prostitutes. So
they try to make females look like they're prostitutes. There's nothing wrong with being a prostitute, but I'm saying they try to. The lady's saying they try to make target individual females look like they're prostitutes or whatever is what the lady's saying on this video that I'm watching right now.
6 years ago, she pretended she asked me, could I help her with her computer, even though she works in social services at the job that she works at. And so I said, well, yeah, I was ready to help somebody. And that's another thing, that's very careful. That's how they'll give you when they know that you're somebody like to help. So went to the library.
They don't like you if you help too much.
Every time, I'm trying to show her.
Yeah, why?
She stopped saying she knows something.
I don't know if you can hear this.
So what she did was she asked me, she said, Angie, can I see your resume? So I never see it. I really think, there's always been something about her that I, don't trust. So anyway, so I let her, I let her look at the resume, and you're like looking at it like as if she was studying it. So I believe that what they do, it's not just her advice, there's been other incidents, but that's how I believe that they slander your name and community.
How have you guys been experiencing any targeting on the job, like severely, and like what has that been? Like I've been targeted to the point where I've been very frustrated to the point where I quit the jobs. Most of the jobs I've been frustrated or pushed out of to where I quit.
They contact their peers and this goes on file. Whoever is really running the country, whoever running this program, is actually, free of, guilt. So then after that, a male member of my family, I've noticed like all of his ex-girlfriends and all of his female friends keep, showing up wherever I volunteer at or at my job. And they're targeting me. Okay?
What kind of targeting do you guys go through? Like for example, do you experience street theater? Do you experience voice to skull? Do you guys? Because I think I experience mind control sometimes. Like, do you guys ever experience mind control? What's your targeting like? Like, what are you guys experiencing in your gangstalking?
And the latest attack was 3 weeks ago, and this girl was laughing while I was doing my job, and she just thought it was funny. And I have a female cousin that they slander your name and community within employers that I believe that whoever they contact their peers, and this goes on file. Whoever is really running the country, whoever running or computer. So what she did was she asked me, she said, Angie, can I see your resume? So I let her see it. I really think, there's like something about her that I don't trust. This is such a bad thing. So, anyways, I let her, look at the resume next year, like looking at it like as if she was studying it. So I believe that what they do is not just for guys, there's been other incidents, but that's how I believe that they slander your name and community with employers. And I believe that whoever they contact their peers, and this goes on file. Whoever is really running the country, whoever
me with ADHD. They said I have ADHD. I thought I had ADHD, but they just diagnosed me with ADHD and bipolar 1. They diagnosed me with bipolar 1.
It's actually, free,
How do you guys go to the doctor and deal with targeting from the fucking medical field? Like, do your doctors targeting you? Like, I mean, like, they're saying I'm bipolar. I don't think I'm bipolar, but they're saying I am. Maybe. I don't want to believe anything these people say.
I'm saying she knows something. Well, why are you wasting my time? She already knows how to work the computer. So what she did was she asked me, she said, Angie, can I see your resume? So I let her see it. I really think, there's always something about it that I, don't trust. So anyway, so I let her, I let her look at the resume. I see her like looking at it like as if she was studying it. So I believe that what they do is not just her, guys, there's other incidents, but that's how I believe that they study.
I'm about to get off this live in a second.
Try to make emails look like they're prostitutes.
I'll probably go on live again
She even played it off and said she gave
sometime
her daughter as well.
next week. I don't know.
You just want to believe that.
But I'll be posting videos every day, if not every day, like on my regular channel. Every day, or if I don't post every day, I'll post every other day or every 2 days on my channel, on my regular channel, like regular videos and topics and stuff like that. But I'll go live at least 3 times out of the week. I'll try to go live 3 times out of the week, if not 2 times at least at the most. The least, I guess.
6 years ago, she pretended she asked me, could I help her with a computer, even though she works in social services at the job that she works at. And so I said, well, yeah, I was ready to help somebody, and that's enough. So I wondered about that shit. She even played it off and said she gave the phone number to her daughter as well. So you just want to believe that somebody that you consider a friend is being a friend. So okay, so that was some years ago. So then some years later, which is only about 6 or something like that. So she gave me the phone number, and I called the guy, and nothing happened. And it's like for years, like I wonder what that was all about. So now, of course, I'm turning visual. I know surmise what it was about. I think that's what she was trying to, slander my name.
I don't know if y'all can hear the video in the background. Sorry. I totally forgot y'all were here. Anybody even in right now? That's fine. So, it's nearing to the end of this chat.
This is Angela Skippin, Toledo, Ohio. I just want to share with you what's been happening lately. So I want to talk with you regarding the targeting, as far as like jobs go and the ways of what I think what happened to me regarding my being slandered. So I mentioned on the first video about a female friend of me who I considered at that time friend. She has done what she did on several occasions, but I didn't know at the time I was a targeted individual, and I was just I kind of suspected, but I wasn't sure. So I was still somewhat trusting at the time. So what she would do is, first of all, it was never a secret that she never wanted anything good to happen for me. And yet I was still to the library. Got on the computer, and every time, I'm trying to show her things, and she goes, "Oh, I already know how to do that." She just kept saying she knows something. And, well, why are you wasting my time? She already knows how to work the computer. So what she did was she asked me, she said, "Angie, can I see your resume?" So I let her see it. I really think, there's always been something about her that I don't trust. Such a bad. So anyway, so I let her, look at the resume. I see her like looking at it like as if she was studying it. So I believe that what they do is
Anyway. So I'm gonna end this video. It's 1 in the morning, the live stream. I'll go live again soon enough, talking about other topics. So if you're looking back at this live stream, you can follow me on Instagram. I also said I'll be doing other things and adding you guys on there. But I am going to expose a lot of information that isn't shared in the community. Nobody's talking about the things that I'm going to be explaining. So you can find that on my regular channel, regular videos. So thank you guys for the ones that did watch and view, liked, and engaged in my live stream. I'll be going live again. And so good night to you guys all. And thanks for viewing. Signing out.